Danish is closing in on him. It's just because Brian can't go any quicker.
And he's spread out. It is all near enough for one group to
get a pit signal next time. He's not the sort of guy to hang a...
Of Rico Salmela to slot into 6th place. They've got Christian Daniel before the challenge for the lead arrives with him out front.
As we've been, we were on Dunlop tyres right from the beginning.
That is very, very special indeed. There is Brian Uriarte.
I think it's going to be a few weeks, a few races before we really chasing after Brian Uriarte.
He was 0.6 of a second quicker than Brian. New style and dynamic of racing with the new tyre manufacturer. It is
have an advantage, but he was superb through the second right hand.
Pirelli holding firm with a few bike lengths ahead of Keen Hand in that 4th sector, isn't he? He's very, very special through there. That's one of the more...
said yesterday, and really expect great things of him. He's got the pace, not going to be easy, because look, he's got like about 4 bike lengths lead already.
Yeah.
And I don't know from the 54 of Veda Pratama, he was... he came.
Surely you're just going to actually drag us back towards Brian and then we'll rough him up. And Carter Thompson, the number 50 just behind them, and Leonardo Zanni, the attack.
Done it again.
Yeah. He is looking very, very smooth, this Danish. 11th place then, so after a storming start, he's been...
Absolutely superb stuff from Hakim. His timing is brilliantly back on terms with him, and he lost it all in one corner there.
Danish,
and there comes Hakim on the 13, up the end. And Brian Uriarte again back on the tail of that corner. Oh, and he's peeling off the laps very nicely here.
The riders, he was doing this in pre-season testing, riding alone quite a lot in his...
So Hakim can't muck about.
On the inside at Museum Corner, plenty of riders there have made that similar as well.
So now Morelli takes up the lead. He's just broken away.
And such a beautiful venue to do it at as well. He was a winner last weekend in Misano, just ahead of side watching, which is just absolutely cracking, isn't it?
Old Italian, he's back already in 10th place, and of course with French heroes in every class.
Still around
there, but of course if he goes on the green, he's got to redo it again. So he's 24 of Guillaume Planck. He's a Frenchman, and that of course has the
completes his first long lap penalty, and he keeps it just. Is very, very smart indeed, isn't he, Brian? Is he won't funded. Yeah, they'll be getting their pit board
out anyway. I'm sure he's doing everything that he can out front. And if Hakim
Junior just behind them then off the back, and we are. Although it's a bit more...
Yes, and there goes Hakim, and I'm sure that Brian will Rookies Cup, and it's now very different.
Peroni moves up the inside race leader, but for how long? Because it does look like a matter of time.
We see how these things play out over race distance. It's going to be absolutely fascinating.
I'll say that last lap, he is going to catch him in no time at all, isn't he? Possible to see breakaways a bit more now, I'd say.
Yeah, it's going to enter onto the start and finisher. It just blew them away. And now he's got his head down.
Les there. They've got to be careful because with the sort of stop parts of the circuit, isn't it?
Well, that's right, and it's hard actually to get. But at the moment, as you say, he's just back in 11th place. I don't think they're going to pick up the slipstream from there, are they?
Clearly, then Hakim has really got something
into us. Really, after dominating the ATC, 9 wins, or so.
Push him all the way back, eh?
That's right. Well, but even just hanging on to Hakim is
Italian in 14th place there.
Another elbow out style.
But also, I mean, if you're these riders, you know exactly how fast the Malaysian is. Pushed back somewhat, hasn't he? He's ahead of the 24 of Guillaume Planck.
Very nicely.
Incredible. Just such beautiful little race. Well, that's looking at Veda Pratama
inside. He's got one. He slots into 3rd place. Just as I doomed him there, didn't I? So he's got back on in 2nd place, of course, the 31 of Guido Pugliese.
Pace was fierce. He really looked like the rider to beat.
He's got to get back on terms with Brian Uriarte because Brian's just...
The back straight we come. Morelli does have a slight gap ahead of the rest of the move and decked it.
Very slightly from Max Chies and the rest. Right, there comes the battle.
Ramersdorf. Morelli in race 1, so he's certainly got a lot of talent in his right wrist. Probably the biggest stage of these young riders' lives.
He's got another long lap penalty to serve.
Number 31 rides in the European Talent Cup.
Pembalap asal Indonesia, Veda Ega Pratama konsisten finish di urutan yang sama dalam 2 kali balapan di Junior GP 2025 Seri Jerez, Spanyol. Sempat terjatuh pada seri sebelumnya, Veda kembali membalap di sirkuit Jerez, Spanyol. Veda yang mentas di Junior GP memulai balapan dari starting grid ke-17 pada race pertama. Pembalap asal Gunung Kidul itu kesulitan menerobos barisan terdepan. Ia berkutat di urutan ke-17 selama 5 putaran. Veda kemudian kehilangan kendali sehingga disalip 3 pembalap di belakangnya. Pembalap berusia 15 tahun itu terlempar di posisi ke-20 yang bertahan hingga lap ke-9. Sementara itu, pembalap asal Spanyol Brian Uriarte konsisten memimpin balapan sejak putaran pertama. Persaingan sengit terjadi memasuki lap terakhir balapan. Veda akhirnya tersalip oleh Dodo Boggio yang telah membuntutinya sepanjang balapan. Pembalap Honda itu finish di urutan ke-21. Sedangkan posisi pertama tetap jadi milik Uriarte, disusul Rico Salmela dan Jesus Rios. Pada race 2, Veda sempat tampil apik dengan merangsek ke urutan ke-13 di awal balapan. Namun memasuki lap kelima, Veda kembali terlempar ke urutan 17. Menjelang 2 lap akhir balapan, ia mengalami penurunan kecepatan sehingga terpental ke posisi 21. Sebaliknya persaingan pelik terjadi di barisan terdepan menjelang garis finish. Hingga akhirnya Brian Uriarte kembali mengamankan podiumnya di Jerez. Jesus Rios menyusul di posisi kedua. Rico Salmela kali ini menempati urutan ketiga dengan hanya berselisih 0,003 detik dari Leonardo Zanni di posisi keempat. Veda Pratama konsisten tidak beranjak dari posisinya 21 hingga akhir balapan seperti pada race 1. Pembalap Astra Honda Racing Team itu mencatat waktu tercepatnya 1 menit 46,906 detik pada race 1. Performa Veda masih jauh dibandingkan pembalap negeri tetangga, Hakim Danish. Pembalap asal Malaysia itu mengalami peningkatan setelah finish di posisi 5 pada race 2. Sebelumnya pada race 1 Danish mengakhiri balapan di urutan ke-9.
Sensational. Riders in the long lap penalty lane aside. Paul Ramsdorff, who started third, finds himself in 11.
16 riders. Absolutely incredible stuff.
Series goes all the way back to Guillaume Plante. Where did he come from on the grid? All the way. You've got Fernandez behind them, Morelli there, Pugliese, the old sparring partner. A set of corners, here we come. I've got to say, I'm confused. The number 77 and Martinez there, here we are. So this is that a couple of bike lengths splitting Riche Moodley in second place, Brian.
148.2. Over, a second quicker. This back into fourth place. Just seeing Peroni, who we were right. So we've still got Veda Pratama leading, but they're lapping now the 140. Riche Moodley that leads, but it is Brian Uriarte who's up into
the leader. Clearly, the big chunks being taken out of these Kates. Bobbed right down into 47. He's now down in 11. I'd definitely like to get a look at positions 4. Oh, who's that getting pushed wide? Boggio, very miffed with that 6th position. He's now been pushed all the way back to 11th.
54, Veda Pratama, but it is the South African.
11th place, 12th place, even 13th place, I think actually.
2 ways to do this. Morelli the fastest lap.
Oh, bless him.
What? 2 now.
Yeah, exactly that. Well, the action behind, we're not.
And you could see the tight line going in. It does gets in behind him as they go after Veda Pratama, and there he are today.
And here he is doing the business up into 2nd place.
The usual getting behind me. Let's just see whether Hakim Danish.
He's in about 5th place, but he's going to move up the inside of the Frenchman. There he goes,
coming up to half distance, and Veda has split. He's taken about a 10 bike length.
Race 2 in Jerez. He is the rider leading the charge.
So fine.
There is your third. Keep an eye on our one-time.
Yeah, and they're, as I say, they're all lapping a second slower than they. Well, it is the 11th of Riche Moodley with the advantage. Planck as
from Carter Thompson. He does. No plan B.
So I suppose, I was wondering whether he's got a bike set up really to run this fast.
Chris Morelli, speedway style, slides it into
5.723 he did in qualifying. They're now doing, you really hope for more, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely. They are not working. It's a heck of a couple of opening laps.
That it is indeed, isn't it? Well, yeah, and then that's no, it's not a bad play.
What came from 17th on the grid?
Yeah.
And he's who's back again for a 3rd season.
It's 16 guys in this lead battle. It is
for the European Talent Cup, now in the Junior GP Moto3. Gas in it, clocks form here. I mean, this is absolutely incredible. Battle for fourth, brilliant. Look at this. I mean, Carter Thompson leads them, and Ariarte through there. Then the final corner, final set.
And they're now going.
Well, then we've also got.
Oh, he took along that penalty and dropped to 11th. He's back up to 9th. The low 149s, but Hakim's pole time was second place ahead of Veda Pratama, and 24 going park is
production machines is happening behind this leading trio.
Yeah, that's